Okay, we're pretty much finished the week, and we don't play for a couple days, it seems like. Um, it's been an interesting week for us. The practices have been really good. We've had some guys that have been this illness going around, and so we've kept some guys out. Everybody we think of those guys are going to play, and there's no reason that they won't, other than they'll feel lousy. But it's been a very good week and very pointed. We feel like we've played these guys over the years enough where we have a good feel for them and understand what they're trying to do, and because of that, we have great respect for their play. This is a really good team. There's nothing that they don't do well, and they're tough and physical and really well schooled in all their stuff. So we got to play a really good ball game, and it's going to be a great matchup. I hope we're up for it and play like we're capable, and we'll see what happens at the end.
Did you have to quarantine guys and keep people away from you?
A little bit, yeah. We have left some guys to stay home.
Is there any new guys who got sick?
No.
Did you say the sick guy, you expect them to play?
Yeah.
Okay.
How's Jadeveon Clowney looking?
We just practiced him very lightly today, but he did well yesterday, and he's fine. He should be ready to go.
About Jaron?
Yes, he's ready to go.
Al Woods, what happened with him?
He had a sore foot, and we just made sure and gave him rest on it. He practiced today and looked fine. Those guys. This is this time of the year where these guys they ain't going to be perfect, but they all feel like they can play and they're excited to play in the game. So until they don't and can't, we're counting on these guys.
And one more, Michael Kendrick showed up on that?
Yeah, he had a little tightness in his hammy yesterday, so we thought we'd rest him today and get a couple days here to cool him down. He takes a lot of reps in practices and loves to really go, and so we just thought it would be best to rest him. We'll see what happens. We don't need to check him on game day, though.
What kind of progress did Luke make this week?
He made really good progress. He was flying up and down the field. We got to be careful with this one because we just don't want it to linger, So we'll make a late decision on this one.
With Nico and Nick, are those guys doubtful or probable doubtful?
Well, those guys are in the doubtful range. I'm not veering towards probable doubtful on that one. So, yeah, it's a good question.
Did Mike, how
We're
you
kind of pioneering our way into the probable doubtful range. Mikey held out today. I think he's ready to go. Yeah, okay. He's been limited a little bit during the week, but he's ready to go. I can remember if he was out. Thanks, Dave. See, that's what you can.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay, anybody got any more questions for Dave?
Anything else?
What is the challenge of a Mike Zimmer defense? You played him enough throughout the year.
Yeah,
How many you have, but
they're really sound. They know how they want to play, and they have a lot of stuff that complements their base defense. They play really good base defense, but then they have the disguises and the movements because of Harrison and the stuff that he can, he can change every look and fool you with stuff in a really advanced fashion, So you just have to wait them out. You know that they're going to slug the line of scrimmage pretty good on you, and they're going to keep the guys in the box and all that. And then they have a variety of coverage things that they do. Over the years, they've been a really good blitz team with a unique blitz package, and they can pull that out at any time. And they've been good against the run. They're under 100 yards there. They play well on the passing game. It's hard to beat these guys. They have always been a traditional good third down team, a good red zone team. So all the situations they play really well. So there's just no weaknesses here. You just got to go slug it out and hope you can make the plays and move the ball.
How do you spend?
How's Jerron Brown handled being inactive?
He's really happy to be back involved this week. Has a chance to be active this week. We'll see.
Do they
frustrated though, like anybody? He wants to play, And I always would say to you that if he's not frustrated, then something's wrong, And he wants to get out there. He's a good ball player. We love him, and I hate when he can't dress out. So we'll see if we can get him out there this week.
They've got Thielen listed as questionable. How different are they, I guess, when he plays versus when he doesn't?
He's a great player. Makes the plays. He's hard to cover. He can beat you one-on-ones, but even more than that, he makes big plays. Kind of real timely, clutch. He just comes through. So if he was on my team, I said, you can't replace that guy. He is what he is. They have Stephon Diggs is a terrific football player, and he's really picked up the slack and all that. But it's hard to replace those guys. I'd be really surprised he doesn't make it back for Monday night, and he's out there playing for them.
What do you do all day on Monday, like on a primetime game? Like, how do you pass the time?
That's an interesting question. Yeah, you're on fire. I prepare. Yeah, I'm preparing. You gotta get ready, you know. Before you know it, it's 3:30 and we're rolling. So I'm not telling you. What else?
But have the coaches made any traction on getting all 53 active for a game? Has there been any talk in the league about that?
I was trying to stir that conversation up. Johnny's been trying to work at it. We haven't found a lot of traction on it. I just don't understand. I just don't get it, and I just wish we would have all these guys available, and they would help us this time of year. They would take plays off of guys, and we would be healthier. You know, so there's some arguments that are kind of old arguments, and I don't know. I will always keep clamoring for that. I think it's the right thing for the players mostly, and that's what we should be considering. And so we're paying them anyway. You know, they're all getting paid. So I don't understand it.
Is that a banner you carry at NFL meeting, off-season stuff, or is that?
I wouldn't say it's a banner.
Okay.
You know, it's kind of I got to keep it in my back pocket. Yeah.
What's the league's position on why they insist on that?
I don't know. I don't have a good reason. There's some old stuff. It would come down to what if a team doesn't have 53 guys healthy. I think that's kind of and they can't control that. You know, so this margin of numbers, you know, keeps it in a safe zone. I think that's kind of the thing that comes back all the time. You know, if that was the case, each team could go to 52 or 51. You know, if they've got 53, you got 53. I don't know, something like that. But I would think that there's solutions for that. You could always take guys off the practice squad too, and which would be great for those guys. It would be the best thing that could ever happen for those guys. You know. Yeah.
To allow them just
If you
to be
want,
up
if you
for
want
a
to solve
game
the problem, you
next
can solve the problem. From my perspective, and I don't get what their perspective is, and I respect that.
So you're saying have practice squad gotta be able to come up just for that game to get you to the numbers.
Sure, they're practicing too. They're ready to help out. Our guys are so close that they could play. You know, they're involved with the installation and all that every week. That's just my way of looking at it. That means nothing. What else you got?
Ethan Posick, get much of a look at him this week and where he is?
Yeah, Ethan did a really good job. He made it through the whole week. Took some one-on-ones in pass rush, and really hopeful that he's got another week to go before he's ready to come back. But he looked strong and looked good. And I talked to him a couple different times. He feels nothing from the injury, so it's a really good response. It'd be important to see how he is after the whole week and see how he comes back out. But really hopeful that he can be involved.
You said Clowney's good to go, but will he be limited in terms of how much you are willing to play?
I would never say that on this day. I won't say that.
He said
Why
yesterday.
would I want to tell anybody that? You know?
He said yesterday this would be something. I mean, I guess it's an obvious point, but something that would have to be managed throughout the whole year, the rest of the season, probably. I mean, something's.
Yeah, often, you know, the stuff in this area, you know, you go when they can go, and you got to make sure that you figure out what the right rhythm is for the guys to recover. It's all about the recovery from the weeks, you know, from the game, and so we're really tuned into that kind of thinking, and we treat every guy individually with their own circumstances and try to keep them as fresh as we possibly can, and we're in that mode.
Anything else?
Why would I want to tell you who's playing and all that stuff? See you guys.